Okay, so we're going to look at question 3, which is similar to the one that I just did before, but we're going to find something interesting with this transformation. So we've got our equation here, we've got our transformation. So like before, I'm going to put my image points down and they're going to equal this transformation. There it is, so our transformation matrix and then our original values. So I'm going to do the same as before, so I'm going to do this and times them by these. So if I do that, I've got 0 times x, so that cancels that out, plus 2 times y. So I'm going to get my 2y there. Then here I've got this, I times these together, so these 2 times those 2, so that goes to that, negative 3x, and that's going to be 0 times y, so I end up with that. There's my image points. So now I can match this with this and this with this. So I end up with x, the image of x, or x dash equals 2y, y dash equals negative 3x. So I want to get this y by itself and this x by itself. So I end up with, to divide both sides by 2, so I get x dash over 2 equals y. And this one here, I want the x by itself, so divide both sides by 3, and I get x equal negative 3. Rightio. So I normally write these the other way around, and x equals y dash over negative 3. So this is the one I want, and that's the one I want. Now, if I go back to my original equation, my original equation was y equals 2x plus 3. So now, where I see my y, there's my y, I'm going to sub in an x over 2. So this is where it's slightly different, because obviously it's an inverse, because we'll swap the x and y values. So where I see my y, I'm going to put in x dash over 2. Where I see my x, I'm going to put in my y over negative 3. So that'll be y over negative 3, and that's plus 3. So now we don't really need our dashes anymore, so that's x over 2 equals to 2y over 3 plus 3. I want to get the y by itself, so end up with x over 2, and then I've got it right there, I've got to take the 3 away, equals 2y over minus 3. Rightio, so we've got that going, and so times both sides by minus 3, minus 3, minus 3, so times. So I'm going to end up with minus 3x over 2. Going to be minus times minus, that's going to be positive 9. 2y, oops, that just equals 2y. That in. Okay, so I'm nearly there. Now I've got to divide everything by 2. Now, when I with this one, I've got all of those divided by 2. So that becomes minus 3x over 4. So if you go and do those fraction things there, and then we've got our answer. So there's our final equation. So it wasn't too hard, but you just had to realise that this was an inverse, we call it matrices, a transformation. So we're actually swapping our x and y's over, but there we go. Once it all comes out, we get that. So there you go. Cheers.